Hello guys, how are we doing? Welcome back to Free Ammons. It's Luke here, and yes, it's the first day back at work after 6 weeks off, 45 days off roughly, and you guys have been calling for it all this 6 weeks. Like, Luke, when's Walking News coming back? When are you going to take us on our strolls down the Greenway? You've missed it. I know you missed it, guys. There it is for you. Around, there you go. Mate. Yeah, good day to start Walking News really, because there's loads of it. Yesterday the transfer window slammed shut at 11 o'clock. I went to bed a little bit early. I didn't feel too good last night. I did so much on other channels. I went on Jake's channel, went on Forged Irons, and then did a bit for my own channel as well. And you adding that or changing all the outfits all the time for the comedy value. Oh, it took quite a bit out of me yesterday. So yeah, we did end up with 2 yesterday. Obviously Vlasic was done really early, wasn't he? That was about 9 o'clock, wasn't it? It was when I was live on the show it got announced. As I've said, I've given my opinions on Vlasic. Really top signing. Hoping for big things for him, give him time though, the Everton fans, yesterday in their fairness, they came out, there was a lot of fans going, oh, he was a flop at Everton. A few people were saying that. But then a lot of Everton fans were saying, oh, do you know what? He wasn't given a lot of time. Bit of a difficult time at the club as well, a bit with Koeman. No one was really getting a real chance. So, hopefully he can come in and do some stuff. I trust Moyes. With whoever he signs, I trust him. I think he's got a real eye for a player and a character. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what he can do, this guy. Obviously the other one, which was a bit surprised that it came back. We knew, he was in for him before the Euros, and we was all looking forward to seeing him in the Euros, this guy, because we had seen the YouTube clips. Technically very good passer. Alex Krell coming late on loan with an option to buy next summer. And it was really cringy but funny announcement video with Soufal and Souček. Listen, this guy's good. He is good, and I think it's harsh to judge him on that one performance in the Euros. That is probably the only time we will see him live. Maybe them 2 or 3 appearances. Maybe you watched all 3 games. It's harsh to judge him on that. It really is. I think there's a player in there. I've been saying it all the time about how I like these Eastern European players. Their work rate, their work ethic. He's going to come in. He's going to see what Soufal does, and Souček do. In terms of their work ethic and what it takes. And Souček probably would have said to Moyes, this guy, his work rate's there, he's technically good, he's very young, 23. This guy is, if it works out, obviously this guy is Mark Noble's replacement. Mark retires at the end of the year. So it's good that we've got that done. If it does work out for him, this is a really good deal. Obviously Vlasic is Lingard's replacement. And then, just looking at the other, before I talk about the negatives of the transfer window, then you have to look at Zouma. Fantastic signing. Arguably, one of our weakest positions would have been Dawson. If you had to pick a player that's weakest position in starting 11, it's probably Dawson or Diop. So to bring in someone like Zouma is a massive signing. It really is. I'm looking forward to seeing him go straight through the back of Ronaldo, to be honest with you, on his home debut in a few weeks' time. Big signing, big signing, big statement signing, Zouma as well. When you think of some of the money that's been paid for centre halves, for established Premier League centre half, international as well, it's a top signing. Areola, we know, I wanted him, good goalie, will be our number 1 by maybe even the end of this year, not even the end of the season. By the end of the year, he could be our goalie. He could be even be our goalie by next week, when the international break's over. So we've sort of solving problems before they become a problem, which is a good thing. But there's still no striker. Listen, I'm all up for this rotational stuff of, maybe try and Vlasic there. It looks like Yarmolenko will probably get used there now, if needed. If God forbid Antonio's hamstrings do go, looks like Yarmolenko could be used quite a bit. This Vlasic, maybe he sees him as an Arnie sort of character. could be converted to a striker eventually. It seems that Moyes likes that. Moyes likes goals from everywhere, and we certainly have that. But the focal point of Antonio is so vital to all the rest of the cogs working behind him. So, you know, hopefully Antonio doesn't get injured. But there's plenty of goals there. No one can deny that there's goals everywhere. Antonio can get you 15 if he stays fit. Ben Rama's capable of 10. Bowen, if he gets his shooting boots, is capable of 8 to 10. Fornals looks like his shooting boots are there. Vlasic, hopefully, capable of like, and again, getting into that sort of 5 to 8 range. So I'm happy. In general, I'm happy with what we've done. Wouldn't have mind seeing the left back come in as well. Tagliafico, you know, was a bit of a tease at some point, and then we was linked to a Nigerian left back as well. That would have been interesting. But yeah, who else was it? I see some rumours that we turned down a chance to sign Loftus-Cheek yesterday. I wouldn't have minded that. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have minded that. But then I suppose we've got so many attacking midfielders, it's not a position we would have needed. Who else was there? Oh, Jonathan Bamba. When X started teasing that, I was getting very excited then. Apparently we were in talks, but it didn't go much beyond that. So hopefully, you know, maybe that's something we can try again in January. Looking at that. And the only other one obviously was Lingard. It didn't happen. He didn't come back in the end. Remains to be seen what will happen with his career now, in terms of, you know, at least for a year. Do you know what I mean? He ain't going to be playing a lot of football, I don't think. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know, it's a rock and a hard place for him. Loves Manchester United. Loads of rumours saying about his dad. You know, obviously a massive Man United fan and wants him to stay there, and his kids up there and stuff like that. It's tough. You know, it's all high and mighty. You know, us sitting there going, oh yeah, what about his football career? You know, there's more important things than your football career, your family, your own personal happiness. You know, if he is happy, you know, living in Manchester, you know, he's not a poor man. Do you know what I mean? He's picking up a fantastic wage. I can't blame him. I'm over it. As I said yesterday, I'm over it. It's done. Do you know what I mean? And I wouldn't even go back and explore it now either, I don't think. Let me know what you guys think on that. Would you go back and explore it in January if we have the opportunity? Or would you prefer to look somewhere else potentially? Yeah, in general, I think the window, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. With some players that, you know, improve our team, which is, you know, what you aim to do every window, you know, and what we should be doing. And it's nice to see that we have done that. According to you know, several sources, that this could be the last window, you know, that David Sullivan has sort of any sort of major control. Obviously he's the money man still, he has the purse strings, but this new guy, Newman I believe his name is, I think, don't quote me on it, the guy we got from Man City, he will be taking over from January. You know, he's director of football role fully, you know, comes into force in January. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens in terms of transfers in January and this time next year, when we're talking this time next year, who would have come in and what sort of signings been. I'm happy with the signings though. I am. I'm confident, you know, that the thing I start the season with, you know, as a West Ham fan, the thing I start the season with the most is, am I confident this team won't get relegated? Fairly. Yeah, I think, you know, this team shouldn't get relegated. No team's too good to go down, as we know, classic line. But I'm confident this team, you know, it's not going to struggle. You know, it's going to get enough points. And then, as I said, progression for me is anything above 40 points. And then what we achieve after that. So we get safe by February. We go good in Europa League, hopefully. And then whatever comes after that is a bonus, you know, as a West Ham fan. We need to consistently be getting to that. Start being safe every year by February and being able to compete at these other trophies and give them a good go. And I think this year we can. We can give them a good go. It'd be nice to see how they blood the players in. Obviously, Connor Coventry went as well, just to finish up, guys. Connor Coventry went. That freed up the place for Alex Krall to come in. Odebeku went. Looking forward to see what he can do for Huddersfield, you know. Big season for him, you know. Big season to see what he can do. Anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for being so good and so, you know, helpful during these 6 weeks off. You know, I've tried so hard, you know, put out a video every day for you guys. I've enjoyed the live stream so much. They will be back during the week when, you know, when I get the chance again. But obviously work Work has started again today, so as and when I can do them I will, but the videos won't slow up. You know, the previews will still be out there, the FIFA previews, the reviews, the podcast will all still be out there. So keep your eyes open, guys. We did hit 3,500 yesterday, which is something that I wanted to achieve for a long time. And we actually ended up hitting 3,525, which means 475 away from 4K, which is a massive, massive achievement for us. And hopefully we can hit that very, very soon. Until next time, guys, hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the notification button as well. I keep forgetting to say that in my videos. Hit the notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Until next time, come in your irons, keep believing. Let's go.